can literally see the borderline on which you're standing, Nimish, because वो बहुत controversial topic के बारे में बात कर रहा है. मुझे लग रहा है कि साई बाबा KFC के brand ambassador है. Controversy waxing. Let's spread the legs first. उसके बाद we'll spread our arms to have. Rural India votes more than urban India, और urban India में लोग. अबे लोडू तेरा डायलॉग था. Traditional forms of podcast game match Dali. Welcome back to another episode. Keep up on my track, boy. I'm to keep my numbers going strong. Right. Hey everyone, welcome back to the 27th episode of the Double Bond podcast. This episode, मैं पाई ये Sigma, you have been accustomed to us for over a year now. Hopefully ये जब वीडियो आएगा तब ये almost 3 or 4 days before or after our actual 1 year anniversary, this video will be out. So comment करके बताओ पहले तो कि क्या improvement चाहिए आप सबको. What do you want us to do new throughout this next year of our podcast? I know a lot of you feel like we do cool kind of shit recording all of this. Like हाँ, expectations हमारे खुद से बहुत ज़्यादा है, so we wouldn't dwell into all of that. But today is just a basic overview of the year and how we did throughout the year. This episode is the year-long podcast experience. So starting right off, how did we get the idea of recording a podcast together? पिछले एपिसोड्स में हम लोगों ने बताया होगा, but we were planning on doing a short film for quite a long time. Basically 3 or 4 years से हम लोग plan कर रहे थे. Every other Indian basically YouTuber का तो बता दे, सबको हीरो और हीरोइन ही बनना है. तो when that didn't work and when that added a lot of variables, like you know how like right now it's just me and him. Whereas in the short film, it was like 5 to 6 people extra. उनके पैसे, उनका खर्चा हम लोग उठाने के लिए रेडी नहीं थे. ना ही अभी रेडी है. Exactly. So we decided that we had the equipment on the podcast and we thought that it was just a better thing to do. Sat in a room, we can just record each other talking about various kind of bullshit. Talking about various kinds of bullshit. Today is the overview of 1 year of the Double Bond podcast. So, तुझे क्या लगता है? How was the experience as this whole year passed by?
I don't know, Ray. Look, I understood one thing. Podcasts, finding topics is so fucking hard, man. So fucking hard. Starting में बहुत सारे मिल जाते थे, लेकिन अभी जैसे time pass हो रहा है ना, and we are the only 2 people and we barely got any guests coming.
Yeah.
We got 1 guest and वो भी खुद promotion के लिए आई थी. उसके अलावा हंड्रेड कुछ है ही नहीं करने के लिए.
Yeah, I think most of the podcasts आजकल क्या करते हैं, like even if it's like homegrown or people who are well-versed, जिनके connections है into the industry, into Bollywood, into various industries, they bring a lot of guests, and that is how they just like keep on rinsing out 250, 300, 5,000 episodes of a podcast.
And even if you see Ranveer's podcast ना,
which got hacked by the way.
हाँ, मतलब like देखो यार, उसने there was a time, I guess in the first 3-4 years, उसने अपने खुद के podcast बनाया, उसने अपना खुद का gym वो सब किया. उसके बाद when he actually got into mainstream podcasting, he had to call guests. First thing mainly because उसके पास कोई partner नहीं था, like I have Nimish and he has me, तो ताकि दोनों के बीच में बात करें, उसको guests बुलाने पड़े. लेकिन हम ऐसे बुला भी नहीं सकते क्योंकि कितने सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं हमारे? 120.
We are currently lagging on the subscriber count, so please share and like this video and हमारी engagement बढ़ा दो. हम try कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. We had a few reels and stuff planned out for this whole क्या बोलते हैं दिवाली, Christmas
वो
time.
सब ये करेगा. He is the one vlogging Diwali. Diwali is his section.
Yes. Let's go. But general basis पे, if there are some good dance numbers you want us to,
try out. I'm not telling you to keep hope on if it will be good or bad.
Yeah.
ठीक है? But just on a general basis, if you want us to try out some dance numbers, comment करके बताना और subscribe कर दो यार. Right now, as of this video coming out, and इसके पहले भी एक वीडियो आया है. पिछला वीडियो अगर तुम लोगों ने नहीं देखा वहाँ ऊपर है. It's Ultimate Relationship Advice, episode 26. Right now, there are 55.8% of you who haven't subscribed. 60% almost 60% of you haven't subscribed, and you guys are just watching the videos.
I mean, like, yeah, we are still thankful, but subscribe कर दो.
We want to make more videos for you guys, and if you're watching the reels, if you're watching the reviews and 1-star reviews and movie reviews, except for the podcast वाले तो हमारे ही दोस्त है तो surprise motherfuckers, I don't know what to say. But if you are watching all the other content, please do subscribe, share. We want to grow as a channel, and
you
it
know,
might help us.
Just in case, ठीक है, like, you know how Marvel puts up this one event of their Comic Con discussing about their future projects, ठीक है. I think it's time for us also to do the same thing in the video कि थोड़ा future क्या होगा decide कर ले, क्योंकि we have talked about our 1 year कैसे गया,
हाँ,
ठीक है.
हाँ.
So let's kind of discuss what will be the future of this, you know, channel कि हम यहाँ पे क्या क्या करेंगे. Actually, I had this idea when the whole you know, this what do you call that, channel was starting itself. मेरा एक बहुत बड़ा चीज था, like, you know, podcasts are going on, but podcast के base पे stand नहीं हो सकता पूरा channel. I mean, like, we are not as big as Ranbir, having so much influence and all. So
That's why we bought the 1-star.
1-star
Yeah.
And reviews and all. Reviews are
I
really
mean,
passionate.
You can say that we copied from Ryan, but it's again an inspiration. India में लोग 1-star reviews देते नहीं हैं compared to America and Yelp and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it is what it is. The game's the game, isn't it?
Yeah, so like, you know, and the reviews of the movies are completely passion side. हम
हाँ.
movies जाते हैं,
Of
हमें
course,
पसंद है
yes.
देना,
Yes.
तो हम देते हैं.
Yes.
And more of, like, you know, I am planning of this challenge. मैं इसको पहले बोला था when the channel started, तभी
Okay, yeah, I remember.
मैंने इसको ये बोला था, ये मुझे बोला तू पागल है क्या. Okay, the challenge I'm planning is 24 hours.
Basically 24-hour series where we do random challenges. The first one, if he plans on doing it, I don't know when
मैं
he plans
करूँगा
on doing it.
once my semester is over, some random day I'll pick
He plans on going to the gym for 24 hours.
gym for 24 hours, staying in the swimming pool for 24 hours. Jimmy couldn't do it.
Mr. Beast couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
Mr. Beast couldn't do it. I want to do that. Staying in the gym for 24 hours, then staying walking for the whole 24 hours, non-stop, no food.
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है. Those are like the 3 main I want to execute. So yeah, that is what is my plan. ठीक है. If you guys have more crazy ideas, तो तुम डाल सकते हो. ठीक है, कमेंट बॉक्स में कि क्या क्या और, you know, crazy चीजें करना है. मैक्सिमम मैं कर दूंगा.
हाँ.
मैं तो भाई आई एम सुपर मोटिवेटेड ऑन 24 आवर्स थिंग, बस ये कॉलेज और एग्जाम्स के बीच में चक्कर में नहीं हो पा रहा.
Yes, guys, just एक और बात I just remembered because he told about college, and हम कॉलेज जाके आके फिर ये कर रहे हैं, तो please subscribe, share, like.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डूइंग दिस ऑन अ फुल टाइम बेसिस तो अभी के लिए होगा नहीं हमसे, क्योंकि
Exactly.
हम अमीर बाप के बेटे नहीं है. ठीक है, वी डोंट हैव जनरेशनल वेल्थ एट ऑल. ठीक है. तो हाँ, दैट इज वन वेयर वी रियली वांट यू गाइस टू स्पेयर अस. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा लीनियंसी दे दो यार.
मैं क्या सोच रहा था about this like future plan of the whole podcast. What if we try and like incorporate, I mean, this is a very vague thing, but what if we try and incorporate the parenthesis?
He wants to become Yash Joshi. उसका नाम क्या है?
यश जोशी ने उसका सौरभ जोशी.
हाँ, सौरभ जोशी.
No, but
सौरभ जोशी.
no,
I
but
mean,
like,
हाँ, कर सकते हैं.
see, Parenthood did really, really well. Episode 14, if you didn't go watch right now. It did really well. I mean, it was, at the end, it was 2 teenagers talking about parenthood. Like, क्या relation है? फिर भी अच्छा किया video. तो वैसे भी कर सकता है. We can plan on a few things which are like under 18. At the same time, we can plan on something which is over 18, which is already the podcast and the vlog. Right. I just realized it just took me. Okay. Guest episodes. देखो मैंने सोचा था कि 23rd episode was our first guest episode. 33rd, 43rd, 53rd, you get the drill. If we do get those many guests, we can continue.
I mean,
the
like,
guest
as of
episodes.
now, 2 people already
Three people.
have 3 people. हाँ, 3 people like already pipeline में है
हाँ.
guest के लिए. एक you know 2 लोग तो जाने माने. थर्ड वाला कौन है?
Third वाला, wait. This was our Divyanshu, ना?
हाँ.
और कौन?
Yes.
Okay, two
हाँ,
people.
2 guests. हाँ. हाँ, तो हाँ, can we reveal the names now?
I mean, time है अभी.
ठीक है, fine.
This is the 27th
Okay, we'll
episode.
tell you
छह
one thing.
episode है.
We'll tell you one thing. ठीक है. We have a small guest episode or a collab episode with you know a gym person. ठीक है. Those हमारा it's mostly going to be based on gym, and one more is a other content creator on YouTube. And by the way, one more segment of ours is also coming. It's more of the gaming side, but उसके लिए you have to wait.
बहुत time लगेगा.
बहुत
and
time लगेगा,
बहुत
किस
editing
देख,
skill लगेगा.
Fortnite हमने पहले ट्राई किया था, but we understood the whole trend of Fortnite being on the gaming side as of now, especially
Yeah.
from Indian audience, it's not that great. But 90% we'll be playing Edge Defied, ठीक है, because that is the only game right now, because we don't have Black Myth Wukong उतना
We
पैसा नहीं है.
can't, देखो, we can't specifically tell any game's name, okay? We can get into gaming as well. Just subscribe. We need like some kind of support as well.
हाँ.
Like मैंने बहुत like throughout the year I have received a lot of DMs saying you guys are doing really well and it's really out of the box and stuff like that. But subscribe नहीं करते. तो moral कम हो जाता है. But फिर भी videos बनाने के लिए ideas है. Podcast के लिए ideas है. Movies aren't stopping anyways, so we are not stopping the reviews anyways. Honestly, देखो, we tried to put a lot of like procedures in place when like you know the guest episode happened and you know reviews जब आ रहे थे या 1-star reviews when we were making, तब we had a lot of plans in mind, but they didn't really materialize उतना. So I don't know, like certainly if we can say podcasts will run, ठीक है, episodes will come out. Not every Friday, but at least every alternate Friday. By the way, there are 52 weeks in a year. We have hit 26 episodes in 1 year, which means
half.
The podcast rate is half per year, like per week we release half a episode.
Yeah.
2 weeks we release 1 episode. It's like per week we are releasing.
And
half an
almost हमारी consistent. The only reason why it's 2 weeks 1 episode is almost a good movie releases alternate Friday.
Alternate Friday, exactly, because Devara released last week and the next movie releases Jigra, which is 2 weeks later.
And I really want to fucking thank you guys for the you know support you have shown in the last 2 videos, especially 1-star.
1-star.
That
I don't know how he's managing, but he's getting the views, so I'm happy.
भाई कसम से बोल रहा हूँ, that series was kind of you know more of like you know consistent 70 to 100 views. I don't know how, but
Stagnating.
हाँ stagnating था, but Dhanchud Popeyes वाला hit it out of the park.
Okay, because we are talking about the Popeyes episode, do you think female influencers?
I knew you would come.
Yeah, of course. Because if the series is just doing like 70-80 views per video, and suddenly if a girl comes onto the video, I mean, thank you Tushita for just taking part in place of me, but still logically देखा जाए तो लड़की तेरे साथ थी, तो उसके वजह से it might have added up
I mean a
couple of views,
sure, plus उसके दोस्त सब देखे थे,
हाँ,
उसके कॉलेज वाले, and for the first time we got hate on our channel, guys. We got hate on our channel.
I mean, not only because of Tushita, but even in the case of Lekha, when we did the guest episode, that also did very, very high. Like,
yeah. I did not expect actually.
Because our channel base is all about like woke culture and gali dena and all that. This episode was purely like under 18.
Under
And
18.
it still did well. I mean, it can be, like you said, it can be like their friends watching the channel. But at the same time,
But
250
Yeah.
compared to like 100 every time is
Yeah.
like a way different approach, like
Yeah.
150 views difference. Anyways, you want to see something.
Yeah.
So YouTube, you might know or you might not know, but YouTube has this thing called an impression.
Hmm.
जो तेरे होम पेज पे तू सारे वीडियोस देखता है, it's counted as an impression.
Okay.
You want to know how many impressions we had over the last year?
How much? 10,
Guess कर.
10, 15, 20.
Okay. He has very less expectations because 10K पिछले महीने में हुए थे. पूरे साल में 2 लाख impressions हुए हमारे.
That's good or bad?
Very good when we have only 120 subscribers at this point.
तो views क्यों कम आ रहे हैं?
Maybe thumbnail issues. I don't know. The one guy who posted that comment saying thumbnails are very bland and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I have read that comment.
Yeah, but 2,20,000 impressions. That's almost the worth of like a female influencer getting 300K on an Insta reel. During when we started, right? मैंने इसको भी बोला था that we had a lot of male audience and almost like during like last October we had like almost 100% male audience.
Yeah.
Like till the year end also, till Animal Review came out or something, I guess. Huh. Weirdly enough, till Animal Review came out, our male audience was at 100%. After that point, it became like sort of, broken into male and female. But
अभी भी right now hardly कितने लड़कियां होंगी?
we have it's 69% male audience, guys. Let's go. But girls, if you're watching this and if you just ignore him, like अरे मतलब चैनल बढ़ना चाहिए रे, खुद की इमेज रख लिया, बट फिर भी इफ यू आर वाचिंग दिस कमेंट करके बताना या डीएम करके बताना इफ यू वांट सम, आई डोंट नो क्या करेंगे, something relatable to girls. I don't know what we can do, or there's no idea in my mind for now, but हाँ DM करके बताओ.
Girls watch के like देख यार
Pinterest वाली चीजें.
Girls mostly go for vlogs. They mostly watch vlogs.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. You girls कितने 31%?
Yeah.
मतलब कितने होंगे? 4, 5, 10?
Well,
we have to do the math.
31% of 7,800 makes to like what? Probably 2,000, 2,500 के आसपास.
I don't know.
Maybe. The maths, man. All this is we are trying to show you guys that we are bad at math.
Yeah. And plus, like, I really believe, my main goal of the channel was, it started off at a place where even if we sit for 3 days in the subscriber count, it wouldn't change.
Yeah.
Okay? And
neither the views would increase.
Yeah, neither the views would increase. Even right now, if you see, not even one view barely increases on the old videos.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I just want to get to a point where when जब subscriber count open करे ना, बस it should either go down or go up. कुछ तो movement दिखना चाहिए मुझे.
Makes sense. How do you think our channel is growing? One. How do you think the overall experience of editing and, things were? And where do you see us in another year? 5 stars rating rakh le.
Okay, then if you ask me, as of now, the channel growth is pretty much okay. Like, I don't really know. This is the first time I've ever actually started a YouTube channel. So I don't really know कि wavelength is going good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
But until what I see, the views are pretty much okay. Mm-hmm. They're going good. ठीक है. उसके बाद उसके मतलब if you ask me for about 5 stars for the channel growth, उसमें से I would probably give like 3.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Middle ground.
And if you ask me about editing, ठीक है, editing mostly work divided रहता हम दोनों का. ठीक है. About my editing experience,
you guys want to edit and you guys are our friends. please.
free.
Rose milk. Rose milk on offer. Please. That's all we can offer.
Mostly the 1 star, takes a lot of editing process. ठीक है, वही टाइम लग जाता है. And plus college के works according तो मतलब editing takes a bit of time, but I still love the process. I still love editing. So
How much on
I would still give it a
5 star?
4 easy.
Easy?
I love the process.
Sorry.
ठीक है. उसके बाद क्या था एक बार rating?
The third one was where do you see us in 1 year?
I really don't know.
I mean, see, okay, until and unless we receive any engagement in terms of the podcast, like solely देखा जाए तो मैं podcast ज़्यादा देखता हूँ overview, ठीक है, and Sigma tries to make the vlogs and 1 star reviews and stuff. तो podcast के इसमें देखा जाए तो we need a lot of interaction between you guys and us. Especially comments or DMs or whatever it may be. उस हिसाब से like you might have already seen कि बहुत सारे podcasts, that's how they grow.
Yeah.
If there is a like pair of people doing it, it's normally just the comments they're reading and having fun around what the comment was about. So we need a lot of intake from you guys. We need a lot of influx from the comment section and stuff like that. And yeah, the topics, if you guys want us to do, like पहले episode से मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि if you guys want us to do some certain topic, talk about some certain topic in the podcast, just let us know. We would talk about it. Last year I said 100 subscribers, by the way. If you remember the first episode, I was like 100 subscribers पार हो जाए बस इस साल में. We are at 120. We are going past the record. Let's just hope that you guys decide to share it with your friends, family, at least cousins के साथ share कर लो. Family group में नहीं, cousin के group में share कर दो videos.
And this episode is more of, I don't know how much you guys will ever relate to this episode, but it is just
This
more of,
is just us
yeah,
talking to ourselves in the future
and
or in
more
the
of
past.
like, it's more of like an announcement that we have very big plans.
Yes.
So just stay tuned.
Yes.
Don't unsubscribe.
If you thought this episode was great, we have a lot more episodes like this, which are more relatable. So if you want to watch one of those episodes, click up there, pura playlist there. There are 26 videos. You know what to do. I hope you like this. Peace out.
Dislike मत करो यार, like कर दो please. कुछ नहीं जा रहा है तुम्हारा. Fuck off.
Opinionated 1 star reviews के लिए ऊपर लिंक है, क्लिक कर दो.